He's so cute. He's a door stopper and he's a mouse reading a book on a thing of cheese. He's like living my dream life. Hi everybody, welcome back to Project Happy Home. For those of you who are new here, I'm Tanya, a doctor, lawyer turned homeschooling mom of 3 kids ages 8, 4, and 3. And we are moving and I'm so excited. Of course, there's a whole bunch of things to do, and one of the first things that we're going to be doing is decluttering our house. We've already been in this process since we knew that we were going to move, and I've already donated about 10 to 15 boxes of random items from around the house. One of the easiest ways to do that if you're preparing for a move or just to have decluttering going on all the time is to keep a declutter box like in your garage or somewhere where you exit the house. And then whenever the kids outgrow something or something's broken or something's ready to be given away, we just automatically know that that's where we put it, you know, into the giveaway box. And it just works out really nicely, and you can kind of stay on top of it continuously as opposed to like at one big go. So that being said though, today's job is to tackle the kitchen. Now I have traditionally been a rather minimalist person in the kitchen, so it's not my most crowded area at all. Paper products would probably be my weak point. But I'm gonna go through here just every single cabinet and try to take out everything that I don't plan on using. Going forward, we intend to live a much more minimalist life, so this is a really good opportunity to give away things that are in perfect condition, but that we simply do not use. So I'm gonna start off with the cabinets right behind me where we keep drinks and stuff like that. I'm gonna hoist myself up onto the counter because I can't reach anything unless I do that. So here we go. These are bottles that I got from the Target dollar spot, by the way, and it is actually time for them to go because although they've been great for a while, the lids do get kind of rusty and gross, and we've used them for quite a while though. You can tell by this orange straw that we've been using it for probably a year. So these can all be donated and we'll just get them at the next season. These cups here, these little juice cups, are the perfect size for little hands, so I'm gonna keep on to those. I like these water glasses, these. Yeah, these are all like standard water glasses. Now, do we need this many water glasses? This is my favorite mug, by the way. It's like this Polish pottery mug that I found at a thrift store, and I had no idea how expensive they were until I found it, and I was like, oh, well, that was a good find. You know, you'll be proud of me. I'm gonna get rid of these because I am not crazy about these. I got these as part of my registry gift. They're really lovely. They are designed, they were made in England, and they're beautiful. They came with this really beautiful set designed by someone whose name I can't remember, but she's a very famous potter. And while I love them, they're rather inconvenient to drink tea in because the slush is everywhere. So we're gonna donate those. These are cute little teacups that I got from Daiso for the kids, and they come with little lids, which I like, but I think the time has come for these teacups to go. These are little cups, like little porcelain cups that I have for the kids to practice pouring and stuff. I bought them at thrift stores. They're actually really useful. Here's a Brita water filter. You know, we don't ever use the Brita water filter. We've lived here for 2 years and we haven't used it, so I think it's time for that to be donated. But that's pretty good. One whole shelf cleared up there, you guys. So there you go. There's everything from that drawer that's gonna go. So that's a pretty good haul for that cabinet. I'm going to attack this cabinet behind me next, and if you've watched my channel, you've seen this cabinet before because this is where I keep the kids' things so that they're easily accessible for them. So as I said, we have the kids' dishes here. I think I'm gonna get rid of these snack plates because they're like made out of melamine or something, and I just think it's time to get rid of them. They're Rubbermaid. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of synthetic materials from our house, so we'll just get rid of those. And these plates and stuff will probably go with us for our interim housing, but then after that they won't come with us to the new house because I'd rather just keep the stainless steel plates. And the same for the plates below. This tiny little steel cup I think it's time to get rid of because it was a little baby cup and it's so cute, but I don't think it's going to serve us well soon. But since this one is stainless steel, I'm going to keep it, this little snack trap, and I'm going to donate the plastic ones. So these water bottles are actually made by Reduce, and apparently they're made out of some sort of bamboo composite. They're very lightweight and good, and we've enjoyed using them for parks, especially where I don't mind so much if the kids lose a bottle. But we have quite a few, so I'm just going to keep 3 for them, and I'm going to get rid of the rest. These little molds, these silicone molds, are really useful, not just to make like baked things and stuff. I actually use them mainly to make colored ice cubes so that the kids can chase them in the bathtub. These little popsicle stick things were from IKEA, but they're not nearly as good as the new ones they have. They're like this, which are silicone. So I'll keep these and get rid of the old ones that I never use anymore. Okay, so we are accumulating our collection of things to give away. Let's check under here. This is embarrassing. This is the type of stuff that happens when you stage your house and you forget all the stuff that you've shoved under the countertop to hide from guests. Oatmeal to save, but I think we can get rid of the age-old cookies and the plastic tray and random containers of honey and stuff like that. So this can just go into the garbage. Here's some plastic plates and bowls. We don't generally use any plastic plates or bowls in this house, but it would be really useful for right now because we are going to move soon, and I would like to have something temporary while we are in between houses. So here's some plastic spoons. Good to know we have that. Eyeglass cleaning wipes. I can probably do that right now. Procrastinator problems, you guys, is what happens. Run into eyeglass cleaning wipes, you're like, I should clean my eyeglasses. Sparkling clear. This experiment that I ran with the pouring of the milk thing was a big old fail because this latch is really hard to open without it popping everywhere. I think I got this from, did I get this from Daiso or Dollar Tree? Dollar Tree probably. But it was kind of a fail because every time the kids do this, they kind of splash the milk everywhere. So I'm going to donate this one as well. Down here is where I store all the lunch bags and stuff. So we have quite a collection, and I think it's probably time to get rid of some of them. So let's just evaluate the quality of them and see. I only have 3 children, so I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have as many of these as I see. My favorite brand of lunchbox, by the way, are these by Crocodile Creek. Their foam inside is like very sturdy, so it maintains its shape. For example, my son has had this one since he was in preschool, so 5 years ago, and it still looks really nice and sturdy. So these 2 were kind of cute, but were from somewhere else, and I don't think there's a real reason to be keeping them. I love when you find samples of products that you just forgotten existed. This is marine collagen by Vital Proteins, and I'm sure it came when I bought something. I'm gonna keep that out there so I remember to use it. I still have prenatal vitamins that are good. They're by Rainbow Light. They're really good if anybody's pregnant, and they're good until next year, so I'm gonna get back to using those. Just in case I've never mentioned on YouTube before, these are the absolute best boxes for lunches for your kids. They're called Bent Go boxes, so like bento except with bent go, and they open with this latch mechanism. So you see here, they latch shut, and so they're totally leak proof. And then when you unlatch them, which is really easy for the kids to do, you open it, you can almost feel that vacuum seal open. The top has these little like lined plasticky rims, so they're kind of like silicone-y rims, and the bottom tray pops completely out and it can go into the dishwasher. This part has to be hand washed, but it's super easy. They pop right back in. I've had these for years also, probably about 4 or 5 years, and they are going strong. Cutting board that I never use, so let's get that away. So if you can see here, there's a Vitamix, and I have a confession to make. I have actually never ever used my Vitamix. Like literally, I took it out of its box, put it under here, and I have never used it. So if anybody wants to tell me like the book I should buy or how I should get started or the blog I should read or something, please do that, because it is like a great embarrassment to me that literally I have never made myself a smoothie ever. So yeah, please tell me how to do that. So now we're at my deep drawers, which are underneath my stove, and I really love these deep drawers. If you're ever redoing a kitchen or you are thinking about what a new kitchen and evaluating it, look for these deep drawers because they're so helpful in storing pots and pans. Steel bowls. Oh, I use these for our food storage in the fridge, and they're made out of glass. They're by, who makes them? Glass Lock. And their lids are just like snap lids like this. so they just snap on the sides. Super good for food storage. Again, I've had them for years. I think my mom bought them for me. But I think it's probably time to get rid of the plastic ones now. I'm going to get rid of all the plastic containers, and that's all I have. This is how I store my pans. It's really easy to do it. I think they're designed to store the other way, but since I had this broad space, I just put my pans in here, and it's really easy to see them. Like I said, I've already given away a bunch of pans that I don't use that much, so they're kind of empty here. Nice big mixing bowl, a cast iron pot, griddles. Nothing to get rid of there. I think I got rid of most of it already. Okay, so the ones that are wrapped are the nice high quality servers, and the ones on top are kind of cheap and for like parties and things like that. So I don't know, you guys, should I keep this or not? It doesn't seem very minimal since I've never ever used them since getting them. And I'm not really a fancy party kind of girl, so I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna get rid of them. This is our collection so far of everything we've decluttered. Not bad. Isn't he so cute? He's a door stopper and he's a mouse reading a book on a thing of cheese. He's like living my dream life. Tiny plastic measuring thing can probably go. Tiniest splatter guard in existence, too small to cover any pans, can go. Medium-sized splatter guard that is incredibly gross can probably go too. These plastic cutting boards can go. Diluted peppermint oil keeps away the spiders and the ants, so if you spray it along your windowsills and your door jambs and stuff, it really does help. The banana hammock. Ever since we staged the house, I've been looking for this thing. Apparently this is where I stashed it. This is one of those purse organizer things that I found incredibly unuseful, so I'm going to give this away. Okay, some bags to throw away. These drying things are super helpful actually if you haven't used them before. I like to let things air dry after I wash them in the sink, and sometimes when things like the kids' water cups and stuff come out of the dishwasher, they're still a little damp, so I just let them air dry on one of these things, and they're called something like quick dry or something, and they actually do work. Like everything seems to dry faster on them. I think it's finally time to give our boon away. I don't think we need this anymore. We're past all diapers and stages like that, so I think it might be time. This is gonna get given away. This is a good tip. I always buy a bunch of these little sink strainer things when I find them at Ross or some inexpensive kind of discount store, because sometimes they get kind of gross, and no matter how many times you throw them in the dishwasher, they get kind of cruddy and ugh. And if you buy like 3 or 4 of them, then you're always ready with a new one, especially if company's coming. We can probably get rid of a bunch of these little baby spoons, don't you think? Like this little baby knife. So this is our anything drawer, and I divided it up with little bins from the Dollar Tree, which work perfectly. And so we have one for pens, one for miscellaneous, one for labels and pads, one for batteries and keys, one for extra cash and coins. Everything in this cabinet's pretty neat. This is like our everyday use cabinet. So these are our cups and plates, and up there it's pretty empty. So this just stays the way it is. Little oven mitts and things. We might have too many. I think it's probably time for the cow to go. I don't think we really use these ever. Here's another silicone oven mitt. I don't actually use these. Okay, you guys, so I finished up the entire kitchen, and basically this is everything I've collected to get rid of. So I think that's a pretty decent haul for about, what, 30 minutes or so of work. You want to say bye-bye? Say bye-bye.